Hey everyone, how's it going? It is a rainy, gloomy day here in Dallas, and my hair is proof positive that it is raining. It is fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. It's going to go up into a mom bun shortly because I can't handle it when my hair is all crazy. Drives me bananas. So, topic for today is weather. And I have to give credit to everybody who hangs out in Glossable because this is where I got the idea to, hi Lori, to talk about the weather today. So who in here likes Glossable? Hi Sylvia. Glossable is a great group to hang out in. Be sure to join Glossable if you haven't already. It's a great place. There was a post that came up about an actress, a really popular one. I don't know if I should, I guess I'll just mention it. Joanna Gaines, and people were talking about her splotchy makeup. And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, yeah, like her makeup is kind of splotchy, but if anybody knows anything about Waco, Texas, where they shoot the show that Joanna Gaines is in, it is freaking hot there. Like, you can tell when you're watching that, you know, her husband Chip is just sweating his guts out. And yeah, her makeup is splotchy. And so how can you pick on the splotchy makeup so much because girl, if you were standing in that heat in Waco, Texas, you'd be splotchy too. It's probably not your makeup. So that conversation sort of led into how the weather affects your makeup, right? So yes, the weather is going to affect your makeup. So I'm curious if you guys could comment and tell me what the typical weather is in your area is. Like, I used to work in Las Vegas, and it was always very dry. And look at me. See, I'm schwitzing. I'm schwitzing. It's humid today. My hair is crazy. The weather will affect the outcome. So I was in Las Vegas where it was dry. And there were precautions and things and steps that I would take with talent to combat the dryness and the heat. And that is part of being a makeup artist. So if you're a cookie cutter artist and you're going on YouTube and you're learning how to do all these different makeup techniques, they're not teaching you how they're going to apply in the real world of makeup. You may have a bride that is getting married in the fall. She may be getting married in the June. She may be getting married in the winter. And how you apply her makeup should differ according to the seasons. And a lot of that is not just makeup, it's skincare and how you prep the skin and whether you're going to use a matte foundation or a light foundation or a cream foundation. If you're going to put on 10 pounds of makeup and it's 105 degrees outside, what do you think's going to happen to that makeup? Anybody have a clue? You think that makeup's going to last? Do you think it's going to sit there? Hi, Angie. It's not. It's going to melt. So when I was working in high degree heats, I would try and put on as little makeup as possible, knowing that it's going to crack, it's going to see through, it's going to melt, it's going to separate. Yes, melty face, exactly. So you have to have the weather in mind. You have to be flexible. You cannot be a cookie cutter artist. You can't do the exact same face on every person that sits in your chair because it's not going to work for one, for every face or every skin type, and two, yes, the weather plays a part of it. So you have to be prepared for these things. You have to have different primers or preps. Toner. I feel like toner is one of the most underrated products that we all need to have in our kit. If you can achieve a pH balance on the person in your chair's skin, that's going to help you a ton. It's actually like a super simple tip. You don't need like 112 products. Just pH balance the face, and that'll help you out a ton. And then decide what you're going to apply on top of that. Again, there are tons and tons of different products. I personally like to keep it simple because everybody has a different body chemistry, and I like to pick things that are you know, sort of general and will work across the board versus having a fancy this and a fancy this and that and may or may not work well on one face or another. So that's just what I do, but oh, I hear you with the toner. I don't understand why it gets a little attention. I know, like, even, there was a period of time even where dermatologists were telling people that toner wasn't important, and I just don't believe that. I feel like toner is a it's an amazing secret little product. It's not even a secret. It should be. Do you guys remember Seabreeze? Remember Seabreeze back in the day? I loved my Seabreeze. Now I like Kiehl's toner, and I like L'Oreal's Hydra-Fresh toner. Inglot makes a great toner, but you know, again, it's just a simple thing that can help. And I was also going to say, being that I was an artist that worked in Vegas, that primarily worked in heat and dry climates, I got a job once for a big clothing campaign. Better the skin prep, the better the makeup looks. It's true, but you have to be careful with skin prep. I'm a little, like, I definitely do skin prep, but I don't get too crazy with it because the last thing you want is a reaction, and that has happened to me in the past. I used to exfoliate people's face on set when I first started because I heard it was a great thing to do, and then I had an allergic reaction and a breakout and never did it again. So, not saying you can't, but excessive skin prep is, in my experience, is a little iffy, and when I only have so much time with talent, those aren't chances that I'm really willing to take. Back to my story about a job that I got working on a clothing campaign. We went up to Canada and went up and worked in very dry, cold weather, and it was interesting to see what my makeup did. I had to adjust things, and I noticed that it was getting kind of like dry, and it was freezing. Basically, the makeup was freezing on the model, and it wasn't moving, and it was doing different things. So again, back to the weather plays a part. So I had to adjust my makeup accordingly and toner these models up, and it worked. But you know, flexibility, not being a cookie cutter artist, and you know, really understanding skin and how the weather and the climates that you're working in are going to come into play. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Hopefully I gave you some decent advice, and I'm going to go put my hair up in a bun to get this frizzy hair out of my face, and I hope you guys all have a great day. And you can join my new Facebook group. It's called Makeup Artist Biz, B-I-Z, and join me and we'll hang out, and that's where you're going to find my free advice and tips now, okay? So take care, everybody. Have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.